Hand clap to the masses. That was a nice clap right there, guys. Big up all the Mystelics YouTube family for definitely tuning into the second reaction video of this year Mystelics reaction channel on this year Tuesday. Today, Tuesday, right there. And guys, don't forget to definitely give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate that right there. That will cause the algorithm of YouTube to push your videos further and further. So give this video a thumbs up. Just click the thumbs up button. It doesn't take much right there. And of course, the newcomers out there, first time being on the channel, big up yourself as well. Pat yourself on the back as well. Big up yourself. Don't give yourself beating, you know what. Pat yourself on the back. Big up yourself for tuning into this year reaction video. Of course, this is where I give my commentary, my views on a number of things pertaining to that of the Caribbean people in Dominica, the Caribbean, and the rest of the world by extension. So with that said, guys, definitely subscribe. Click the subscribe button, click the bell, and then click all so you'll be notified when I drop my videos right there. And then of course, guys, that's the first video I did today. The previous reaction video I did today, guys, will be in the first comment in the comment box below, as well as the Mystelics Tube app. Download that link. Well, not the link, download the app, guys. The link is in the first comment in the comment box below right there. Now, guys, pertaining to this reaction for today, guys, well, the second one today, I must kind of reiterate based off the Birmingham competition that is taking place. And of course, today had some events with the Dominican people, and I'm just reminding you guys as to some of the stuff that will be taking place with other Dominicans as well. Of course, the shot put will be handled tomorrow. The men's 800, women's triple jump, Danica and Thea and another individual will be a part of this thing. This is ranging from that time. Well, this is Birmingham time. Hey, brothers and sisters, I think there are 4 hours ahead of us, so keep that in mind right there. And semi-final shot put for the woman, trainees. I think that, yeah, trainees, it will definitely be on this one, 6:30 at around that time. I guess it'll be about, if it's 5 hours, it'll be about 2, no, about 3, yeah, 3:30. You guys can definitely know. I think the link, you can also find it on YouTube. They tend to post some of the videos on YouTube as well, so you guys can definitely check that out. And also check out some of the Dominican Dominica Olympic Committee and Dominica Athletics stuff. Hopefully they'll have the links as well when these individuals tend to perform, so we can get to see. Yes, brothers and sisters, of course, they will have the shot put ceremony and so forth and so forth. Women long jump, another individual, some individual known as Maria or Mariah, something like this, will be performing there at that time on the 5th. So you'll have a number of events taking place on the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th of August, as well as continuation. No, this is previous. Okay, so this is the 3rd right there on the previous one. Let's go down below. I see one mark, the 3rd of August. What is going on there? Men's 50. So I'm guessing this is the finals. If the swimmer, the Dominican swimmer, Warren, if he makes it, he will be part of this finals right there, guys. And of course, the ceremony will be handled in this regard right there. So hopefully the Dominicans tend to do their thing. Swimming, man, don't afraid to swim. Talking about swimming, guys, there was a situation that took place on the way to Martinique from via the ferry. And you see some surfboard, guys, a surfboard. Well, apparently they had to rescue somebody from the sea, brothers and sisters, and that individual was hanging on to his dear life, on that surfboard right there. It's interesting that I saw this somewhere. I can't remember. I saw a video or something happening where this individual had this type of board, the same color, everything. I'm not sure if it's the same thing or it's, you know, but for some strange reason, when I saw this, guys, I'm like, I saw this board with individuals playing with it on the beach. And only to find out that I'm not sure if it's the same person, but they had to rescue the guy. This is the video of him right there being rescued. They had to rescue the guy from the sea, and this is the ferry. That is something else. So this is him right there, guys. This is the individual that just came from the sea. I guess he was on the sea floating away, man. Floating wherever. Yeah, he thanking God. That might be somebody different. To me, somebody else I saw. He point up to the sky. He point up, say, yes, thank you for rescuing me. Thank you for rescuing me. Yes, guys, I was just interrupted there. But as you can see, he was thanking God, definitely thanking God for or pointing up to the sky, universe, whatever it is. But I think he was thanking God, because he know God would have leave you outside there. You see, sometimes we tend to blame God for all kind of things, guys, when it's our own doing that causes ourselves to be in certain situations. True or false? True or false? So if you get rescued, don't say, "But jeez, this and that." Say, "Thank the Most High," man, of course. Thank God the ferry is back in action, eh? Because you are probably float out, go all the way to Africa, man. That current will just take you out, or South America somewhere. Because I know sometimes when people go missing in the sea, it does be hard to get them, especially, you know, if it's around Dominica area pertaining to that, you know. And then sometimes they say if you go missing for a while, they say you have to wait 24 hours. So 24 hours, if you go missing, then they have to report it. I find that's an interesting rule right there. But thank God he was rescued by the ferry. Thank God the ferry is operating again, and he got rescued as a result of that. That's crazy right there, man. Yeah. Kudos to these individuals right there. Anyways, guys, I don't know if you guys noticed something rather interesting. One of the most popular DJs across the Caribbean, DJ Private Ryan, is definitely knowing that song, guys. Pulling, 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 gripping, gripping, gripping. You think he's a vice grip? He talking about not a vice grip. No, brothers and sisters. He talking about the same SUKIE burn brain. I was going to say bird brain, but burn brain right there. And he say, if you know, you know. So that's another interesting thing right there. However, coming back to Dominica, I think SUKIE was on his way out again, and there was an incident that took place that was rather interesting right there. We're gonna be pointing out some things that I find interesting. So SUKIE seemed to be enjoying himself on one of the music that was created in Dominica. This is Ridge. I think this is Ridge's song that he created. Now, as you can hear, there's some part of this that was muted. I muted it because there's some interesting language that is taking place. And if you notice, guys, if you notice behind, there's a little one sit down behind there. This is what I was talking about. Sometimes they always say, okay, it's our children and whatnot, but sometimes this thing come and meet you right there. There's a little one right there, and he's out there saying certain things he shouldn't be saying around little people. I don't understand how we ended up dropping this type of moral. And he continues singing. Yes, it sounds fun and whatnot, but little people are there. These songs are not created for little people at all. I don't even think these songs are created for big people, but hey, anything goes for the big people, it seems. You sit down and you listening. You see? And so bold face like that. I mean, it's funny, but not funny at all. I mean, you have little people there and you're singing all that. I mean, the security people should come and say something about that. Eh? You can't be saying, I understand you want to feel like you think you free up and whatnot, but I mean, come on. But even in the same airport, there was another incident where they actually went. This one was, I think, when they passed through. So I guess in that things were okay. They made everything happen. And then before he entered to leave, there was this incident that took place. Apparently, SUKIE and some white person must have been ended up in some problem, and he started calling them some sort of names. So he started calling him Bula and this kind of things there. So as you can see, Rich come for him. That is not cool at all. One of the things that I noticed that the individuals of St. Martin, when they brought him up, they put him in rehab and tell him he can't get certain things. Did that continue? Did they give him drinks or anything like that? Where he's I mean, come on. So now he's in the airport causing a ruckus. So Ridge is now telling him to relax. Somebody made a vital point right there. They stated this: empathy for him, sudden stardom, not easy. Not all easy. Lose your little pocket of calm, privacy, anonymity, paparazzi, people up in your face, always on. I don't think that people was up in his face. I just feel that he probably saw some white people and decided to get on with them, which I don't think was cool at all. That should not have been in the first place. And as a result of that, it kind of looked really bad on him, you know. But sometimes there's some level of popularity that goes in your head, and I don't think some people can handle it. According to this individual, sometimes you can handle it. Some people can handle the vibes right there. But like I always stated before, according to the pastor,
life is not pulling, gripping.
Life is not about all that. And especially if you come in and sing this thing black and just like that in front of little people. And sometimes parents try their best to keep certain things away from the little ones, and then bow you in the airport and bow you here, not because you think my woman and all kind of things like what's going on. The child might be saying, but wait a while, but mommy, what is that? What is that? And you yourself trying to keep away from your little ones. And you say, boy, I don't know what to tell my guys. We need to bear responsibility for the things that we do. And I understand that he was having fun, but I think Reed should have told him that he cannot be doing this in the airport. I don't think this is suitable for the airport at all, especially when little people are literally there. You shouldn't be doing that at all. So apparently, this incident that took place with the people there, Rich tell him relax and everything like that. I don't know if he took some drinks or something, but he shouldn't have no type of drink, man. No, not them at all. But as you can see, guys, the little person is there and he's just singing. I don't think that is cool at all. Not at all, Bridget. Anyways, guys, moving down from the airport to Portsmouth, there was an incident that took place, unfortunately, a fatal incident along Lago Portsmouth region. One woman who apparently succumbed to her injuries after being struck by a motorcycle. This is a motorcycle right there, guys. The rider of the motorcycle has been transported to the Dominica China Friendship Hospital. I'm guessing facing some sort of injuries and what have you. Hopefully he pulls through, but it's so unfortunate that the individual who apparently seemed to have been crossing the road, brothers and sisters, maybe not looking up and down, or maybe the motorbike, the rider was riding fast or something. I don't know exactly what happened, but we need to be careful out there. Both the motorcycle rider, the rider needs to be careful, especially in certain areas that could be populated, especially when there are people there, holiday time, you know, there's a number of people there. We need to be careful. Unfortunately, this lady did not make it to see today. This happened actually last night. This happened, and of course the extending of condolences to the family of the passing of this individual right there. Of course, from further information, I was told that this individual was actually somebody who lived in Canada, from my understanding, either Canada or somewhere overseas, and came back and moved back to Dominica, built a house in Dominica, and she pretty much moved back, from my understanding. And that is the predicament that she ended up in. So unfortunate. I had to mute this, I had to blur this out, guys, because you know some things you cannot post on YouTube. So the individual was lying on there, unconscious it seems, and that's rather unfortunate right there, guys. That's rather unfortunate, the kind of things that is taking place. And I always mention this from time to time, guys. Why every time there's a holiday, there's some sort of craziness happening? We had 2 accidents happening yesterday or over the weekend. 2 accidents, one in Canefield and one in Calibishi. We don't know what happened. And then boom, this incident happened last night. Don't you find it strange, or is it just me? Every single time there's some sort of holiday. Maybe people are reckless during the holidays or what, I don't know. But on the part of this individual, I heard this a lady who has a last name known as Robinson, who moved back to Dominica, and she moved back to Dominica. Just, we need to be careful on the road. Riders, you need to be careful. You yourself end up in a predicament. Lady self, from my understanding, it looks like based off the road that she was, you know, crossing the road, it seems. From the evidence I looked when I saw this thing, from where I saw the marks and everything like that, it seems like it was directly the road and not on the side. So she maybe wasn't looking, or the rider self probably was riding fast, who knows. But unfortunately, this situation happened. She came back, I guess, to relax in Dominica, made money overseas, and come back for to relax and what have you. And guys, this is why it's important. And I always mention this about the spiritual realm of man, you know. We need to know the most, because you never know. She probably went out to have a little fun. She went out to have a little fun. It's holiday time. People going on the beach. And another one gone. I remember the lady who passed away on Mon Espanol, or no Mon Espanol, around the what do you call that place name? Secret Bay area. She passed around that time. Another accident took place and lost her life, man. Guys, we must take it easy, please. I'm begging, take it easy, please. And know the most time, because you never know when you're going to leave this planet. That is vital for man. Wants to live and wants to pass away. After this is the judgment. Now, moving along to this Rubis vibrations. Apparently, Rubis is said to be on the verge of closing. And of course, the owner is still not certain what is going to happen next. Even though as a result of them extending, bringing prices up on Rubis. But of course, some of these individuals, I heard that Jimmy gas station has closed down because the owner couldn't meet the demand or get some certain profits. If your business was making profit and is not making profit now, and the government still doesn't help you in terms of putting, decreasing VAT on fuel and this kind of thing, to help the people out there, to help the people, then these kind of situations will always happen. So what you're going to have more people becoming unemployed, which you're going to put a burden on the government for them to then try their best to see what they can put. Next thing, more people will have to go in NEP to try to curb us, to stop the unemployment rate from rising. When you have businesses that you can, and the government can help, guys. They can help. It's not that they can't help, they can help. They can do something about it. They can do something. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. They can do something about it. Do like me and Motley them. Cut the VAT in half. So you can help the business people. You want to be making more money on VAT now because price is going up. Come on, man. I don't find that fair at all. Anyways, Rubis country manager, Nicholas Dodds, could neither confirm nor deny reports that the company will leave Dominica in September. There are reports stating that it would leave Dominica in September. Speculation is rife. Let me make this bigger, guys. Speculation is rife that come September 2022, Rubis West Indies Limited, the distribution company with petroleum and aviation fuel. What? So sadly, what? So airport will be affected too, boy? LPG and lubricants will end its nearly 11 years operation in Dominica. Another business going. So we want to see Ross is of Hurricane Maria and this kind of things. We want to see what we want. As to why this decision has been taken, our sources point to a loss of earnings, obviously, for 6 years. 6 years within the decade since the company established. So initially they were making some level of profit, but for 6 years making loss, that's kind of crazy, man. And oil business is supposed to be one of the most profitable across the world. Well then, Anyways, 6 years of dedicated losses since the company established its service stations in Dominica. When contacted, Rubis country manager Nicholas, this individual, told the Sun that he could neither confirm nor deny the reports of the company's expected closure. It's gonna be, well, maybe they are waiting to see what the government can do, because Rubis also indicated some time back that they were gonna be closing. And then the government came in on the last day, from my understanding, to try to negotiate some things with them. And that's why they ended up staying open. The last day, they came to try something. Well, if they don't do anything as a result of that, Rubis is going to end up closing. Because for the last 6 years, they have been making losses right there. Though this individual chose to remain tight-lipped on Rubis' future operations on the island of Dominica, manager at one of the company's 9 service stations confirmed the news to be true, stating that, well, I mean, obviously true. You can't be making 6 years of losses and think you're going to stay open. That's kind of silly. Hey, anyways, many people will look at the current price of fuel and think that the companies are profiting. No, they're not. They're not profiting, guys. Not a big profit they're making at all. Some of them, if they're making profit, not big at all. It's not a big profit. People think of fuel. It's supposed to be a big profit, no doubt about it. But because of the rise in prices and, of course, the government not helping these individuals out there by decreasing VAT, obviously, most of the money will end up going back to the government. And these guys make sense. And when you have to make sense per every gallon or something like that, and you have to pay workers, they increase prices for workers, right? They increase their salaries. This is one of the things that I don't think that they thought of properly. Because if they increase in salaries, they should at least bring down the VAT on fuel. I mean, that would make sense to help the... Yes, Lord. Many people look at the current, yeah, I studied before. Anyways, let's continue. And the whole displaced war struggle to keep this sector and the company alive. It's not that causing that, the market. But anyways, I explained that already. This also referred back to the press release from the Associate of Fuel Retailers in Dominica less than a year ago that cited the Ministry of Trade inability to provide a time frame for the resolution of the issues and the failure of the government to honor a 2014 agreement to hold yearly reviews with the Retailers Association. So apparently the government has been failing to meet with them since 2014. This is probably why they had the whole protest the last time there, because the whole protest tried to meet with the government for them to help and thing, and as a result, not much came from it, if anything at all. Guys, I mean, we not seeing what happened in Dominica. Are we that blind? Are we that blind, man? I mean, you can't see what's going on. The government literally not doing anything to help these individuals stay afloat. Literally, they still have VAT, the same thing. There's a potential of them dropping charges on electricity, but when it comes on to get a better understanding the fuel industry here in Dominica, the sun turned to petrol retailer, this individual and others, well, you know about that famous SUKIE right there, who echoed similar remarks on the downfall of the sector. According to him, since the industrial action which was taken by a few of the gas stations, that's what I'm talking about last year, none of their issues have been addressed. So apparently nothing came from the protests that they had. The government came in a physiology, I think it's psychology is trying to say anyway. The government came in a physiological and made a package of attraction to the importers, but I can tell you that we are not seeing any change at all. He stated, I can only speak for myself and I can tell you that I consume sour grapes. For years I have been left stranded and nothing has been taken into consideration of my plight. I'm the only indigenous importer of fuel in this country. All others are multinational companies and foreigners. And no attention was given to me from so he's talking about himself and his plight that he's having as well, even though he has been there for quite some time. This isn't the first time within the past year that talks have been surfaced of Rubis ending. I studied this before in operations in Dominica. A letter sent to members of staff dated August 16, 2021 informed them of the company's decision to temporarily withdraw its services come September 16th of that year. So we already know that they're going, brothers and sisters. You cannot tell me you're making how much losses and think you're just going to be staying there. That's stupid. You would not be that Ted Calbas to do such a ridiculous thing. So, even though he's saying he's withholding his tongue, somebody else stated that yes, the company is going. So Rubis is ending up going, apparently leaving Dominica for good this time. That's why I keep talking about this whole situation. Guys, something needs to be done. The government needs to see that something needs to be done instead of just keeping the money there. He just keeping the VAT there for him to make more money. I explain it again. I'm going to explain it again for you guys. If you have 10% of $100 is the cost. You get 10% of that. That's $10. Now, if the prices go up to $150, that means the government is now getting $15. 10% of $150 is $15. They could have easily break that down, cut it in half as a result of rising prices. So more monies wouldn't go to the government. At least it will help the people stay afloat during these hard economic times that is happening, when prices are going up, the market prices all over are going up. I mean, it's simple logic, simple common sense. Simple common sense at there we. I mean, yo. And you're explaining these things to people and people seeing it. You get, some of you guys seeing it, you seen it and you say, nah man, that's my government, man. I love my government. He give me a little money on this side. So I don't have to worry about them. That's their problem. Until it becomes your problem, now you want them to come and help you. Because that is what is happening. When the truckers were protesting, nurses didn't come and join the truckers, you know. They didn't. No, the nurses end up protesting and expect the truckers to come and join them. Come on, people. I mean, it's until we're waiting for our turn. That's what happening. We're waiting for our turn before we want to bring people. Hey, come and help us and join together. But the people are divided. And if the people are divided, they must fall. They must fall. But if the people are unified in the effort right there, guys, things must change. You mean to tell me you are so beaten that we cannot even see the way forward? I mean, but hey, all I doing is talking, and hey, that I mean, people, it's up to people for what they. Guys, I finished with this reaction, guys. Check out the previous reaction video that I leave. First comment in the comment box below, as well as the Mystelics Tube app link. If you want to get that vibrations, that link will be in the first comment as well below. This is pretty much all it was for this here reaction video, guys. I just thought I'd put this out there. Second one again. And of course, I will definitely see you guys in the next reaction video. Let me go and eat my lunch. Boomba.